Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Here to do a collective message. Whatever comes out, comes out. Um, I hope everyone's doing well. Happy New Year. Because I definitely ain't been uploading per usual. Y'all know this is what I be doing. So I'm gonna start with my affirmation, and I have two Bible verses today. Affirmation for today is I open my heart to a new emotional beginning. I open my heart to a new emotional beginning. When I wrote that, I actually wanted to write another one from the top of my head, but I didn't because I felt like I already had one. But it could be something about loving yourself and also being compassionate, and allowing the love for self and the compassion that you have for mankind to flow from within you outward to other people around you, to the world around you. Anyway, I'm rambling. The Bible verse, or the first Bible verse, is from Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22. And it says, a joyful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit dries up the bones. A joyful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit dries up the bones. The second Bible verse is from Psalms 119, the longest psalm in the Bible. Well, in the longest psalm, I should say. I say it in the Bible. 119, verse 36. Incline my heart to thy testimonies, and not to dishonest gain. Incline my heart to thy testimonies, and not to dishonest gain. Spirit, what message do you have for the collective, please? Don't want to use these first. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use my tarot. I'm gonna use these first. Spirit, what message do you have for the collective, please, and thank you. What's going on? So it feels like you're being consistent. Um, if this is about like work, even if it's something that seems boring at times, I feel like you're definitely following through with what you've been, what you started, what you've been working on, or whatever this is. Because for some people, this could talk about being loyal to something or someone. Yeah. You could be somebody who's there for people, you are willing to, whatever it takes, if you got to fight for a person, if it's about giving, as far as contributing, I can never say words with ing on the end. Contributing, if it's something like that, I feel like you're a very loyal person and you give your all, you give everything you have. Yeah. Tell me more, spirit. You could have did a lot of work on yourself also. Tell me more. Somebody could be very strong also. I always get that. If it's not like physical strength, it could be internal strength, you know? But it's definitely giving strength. Tell me more. Yeah, because it could be somebody outside of yourself. I just said that you could have did a lot of work on yourself. Um, it could be somebody outside of yourself has been doing the same thing. A lot, been working on themselves also. It's something about paying attention to details. It's something like that. Mastery. So I don't know if this has anything to do with a craft or just mastering self. Something about mastery also. Yeah. Counting your blessings. Tell me more. The star card. I ain't called none of the cards out. The first card, Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Star. Huh. So it looks like you've been very optimistic and very hopeful. Um, And this can apply to anything, any area of your life. I don't know why I'm about to say direction. Any area of your life. This could be society and as a whole, like the state of the world. Remaining hopeful, remaining optimistic, hoping that the things that you've been setting in motion will someday come to pass. Keeping a light spirit. Tell me more, spirit. And the sun is at the bottom with the high priestess. Yeah, being positive, you know, um, having good vibes. Tell me more. Unless you're somebody that people just can't help but to notice. Tell me more. And Rihanna Cake is on the radio. So it could be something like that. Or whatever you do for work. It could be something about being seen, allowing yourself to be seen. Tell me more. I feel like I'm missing something. Don't I always say that? But I do. I'm missing something. Making new memories also. But somebody could also be nostalgic at this time. I don't know. This is thinking about childhood, when you were younger, the old days. Something about being nostalgic also. I said something about being like a loyal person that you will do anything for anybody, especially people that you care about. This is also giving me like somebody who's very responsible with how they treat people that they have connection to. That's what I'm getting. It could be something about checking all the boxes too. I don't know if this is somebody new in your energy or if it's somebody that wants to reconcile with you. It can be something about you checking all the boxes or something like that. She said cake, 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 but I want to say check, 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 check. I don't know. But somebody could be in regret. The Five of Cups is at the bottom about something that happened in the past. I don't know. Unless this is you, where you were grieving this, something, and you had to move on expeditiously. I'm spitting expeditiously. Tell me more. I'm mad that it fell out like that. Let me sip my tea real quick. I just seen somebody could have grew up like in an era where you played Pac-Man. So what's that? The 80s, 70s, I guess. I don't even know the exact year Pac-Man came out. It's something about Pac-Man. Damn, the little string fell in my cup. I was seeing something else too. I don't know. Somebody think about a child, or it could be childhood. Tell me more. It could be something about birthing some type of mental project that you could have been working on. It said something about being, following through with something. This could be like a idea that you had and it's like ready to be born. Is what I'm getting. I feel like you're somebody who's very alert, very aware, very conscious also. So this could also be like learning new ways to communicate with people, the world around you. It could be news about something. Tell me more, spirit. Or words, something about words. How you use words. I don't know, this is like word magic, manifesting with words. Ace of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Nine of Cups is at the bottom. I don't know if somebody's like a good friend to somebody. Why I wanted to hear I said why I wanted to hear. Why I want to say the word good Judy. If you know, you know, because that ain't the type of lingo that everybody use. It's something like that. Somebody could be like a good friend to somebody. So I don't know if it's communication. I just said news about something. It could be something about communication about something. Now, for some people, this is like career. Maybe you do something where you get a lot of attention. I don't even want to say spotlight, but it could be spotlight, but it could be something that you do where you get a lot of attention, something very entertaining. I don't know if this involves recording videos or if somebody does something like, I don't know, like books, novels, romantic novels, urban books. It could even be something with children books. I don't know. Tell me more, Spirit. I don't know if it's people talking about something as far as somebody being confused about something or feeling stagnant in life, stuck. It could be something like that too. Somebody feeling stagnant in life. And the King of Wands is at the bottom. It's something like that. I don't really feel like this is somebody that can't stop thinking about something or someone. I don't feel like that's what that is, but it could be that too. It could be that too. Somebody just in their head. It's discussion about it, whatever this is. It could be something about meditating too for somebody. I don't know. I don't know if this is a situation and somebody feel like they're, yeah, it could be something like that. Like somebody trying to come up with some type of solution to something. This could be brainstorming. It's something like that. Tell me more. Now it could also be something about like being successful mentally, like whatever you put in your mind to you usually accomplish is also what I'm getting. It's something like that. Like when you stick to a task, you're able to change. I really want to say like the energy of changing the world. You know, it's this type of energy, or at least society, wherever you're from. Like your ideas, the way you think, the way you communicate. It could be something about like I said something like a solution to something or answer, the key to something. I don't know. I said something about a person checking all the boxes. So if it's not work, it could be all the above. It could be like the key to somebody's heart. I don't know. But I feel like somebody's definitely hoping that in the future, whatever the future looks like for you, whether that's tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, I don't know. This could be like it could be a few things. It could be a lot of money that somebody's hoping to come into. It could be this could be money. But I'm feeling like a legacy, leaving something behind. So maybe somebody's been hoping and thinking about starting their own family and, you know, leaving something for their children if they have children, if you have children. Like everything you work so hard for. I don't know if I'm trying not to say too much. I'm trying not to. Tell me more, Spirit. What's this? I'm gonna look at it. The Emperor card. I'm not taking it though. It looked like it wanted to flip out. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles came out. Yeah, you've been putting a lot of effort. You're putting a lot of effort into, yourself. If you're an entrepreneur, even if you work a regular job, whatever your work is, you do for career. I feel like you're somebody who puts in a lot of effort. And maybe you, from time to time, if you don't do it, it could be something about like evaluating your work, appraising your work, and seeing, how good it is for somebody. Nine of Pentacles ain't come out here, but it could be something. Did I say anything about money? I don't think I said nothing about money. It could be something about money too. Somebody want to manifest some money. Usually that's why people watch tarot. It's either about love or money, for most people. Unless you just watch for entertainment purposes. I mean, that's what it's for anyway, but it's something like that. Somebody trying to manifest some money. So it's something about like a person's routine also. So it could be something about your activities of daily living. What do you do during the day from the time you wake up to the time you lay your head down to go to sleep? Tell me more. I also feel like you're somebody who's very patient, also very patient. But maybe you feel like you haven't seen the fruits of your labors yet. Doors are going to open for you, and I feel like you are where you're meant to be. And everything has to happen, how it's meant to happen, in a certain order. Like when you're a baby, you don't just start riding a bike. Some babies, they walk early, so I didn't want to use that analogy, but you don't go from crawling to just riding a bike. So it's like everything has to happen in a certain order or occur in a certain order. Yeah. I feel like luck is also on your side. You're gonna see doors swing open for you. Tell me more. And the King of Swords was at the bottom. Six of Pentacles. It could be somebody outside of yourself. I don't know if somebody wanted to offer you something, like a gift for something. If it's something that you did for somebody in the past. And it's like, what's the word? Paying it forward. You paid it forward in the past, and then maybe somebody wants to come back around and do the same for you. I don't know if this is like needing help. This could be somebody else that might be in this situation. Maybe somebody helped you before, and then you're going to be in a position where you're able to help somebody. This can even be somebody that you don't know, like somebody in your community that might need assistance or help with something. The question is, are you going to take the help when it's offered? Yeah, could be with money. I don't know. Something I'm missing. I always say that. It is. Damn. Oh well. Tell me more. Yeah, because it could be something about like a important decision that somebody might have to make. Um, if this is about sharing what you have with other people. Now, I also want to say that it could be something about if this is not a person who needs help with something. This could be somebody who's very responsible with what they have when they do have it. Yeah. Unless somebody won the lottery or something and they want to get somebody something. That'd be nice. Shit. Excuse my language. But I was about to say before I ramble, it could be something about like getting away from distraction, withdrawing from things that distract you, and going within, getting in touch with your inner being. Because maybe somebody has like an important decision to make, but maybe you need time to, I want to say contemplate before you take action. Tell me more. The Three of Wands came out. I don't know if it's something about traveling, long distance, or somebody foreign. I know this ain't like a person is foreign, they trying to get a green card. I don't feel like that's what this is, but for somebody, it could be something like that. Yeah, two choices to choose from. Somebody might be faced with two choices. So maybe somebody does need some time to think. I don't know if it's something about, what didn't we say something about like the past? Somebody reminiscing. I ain't say reminiscing, I said nostalgic, but reminiscing. I don't know if somebody's ashamed about something that happened in the past. If something was exposed or somebody just has absolute clarity about a situation. Now this could just be you. Just, absolute clarity, you're very wise, but also you can see through illusions. You trust what your gut is telling you. You listen to your intuition. Yeah. It could be something about the evening hours. In the evening time. I don't know if this is a meeting that somebody had been having. Something about that too. At in the evening hours. It's given I was about to say espionage, but it's not espionage. Clandestine behavior. Like moving in silence. Tell me more. I am not taking both of these. I'm mad they fell out like this. Yeah, I feel like somebody's a very positive person. Somebody also likes to just have a good time. I don't know if it's nervousness about that. I'm put these two back. I don't know what that's about. Being nervous about having a good time. It could be something about that too. Mm-hmm. Unless it's something else. I'm hearing, if nothing changes, nothing will change. So what that means is, like if a certain behavior don't change, if you don't push through, press forward, persevere. If you don't stay dedicated, committed, loyal to your path, loyal to whatever it is you've been working on, it's like nothing will change if it doesn't, if behavior doesn't change. I don't know. They ain't make a lot of sense, but that's what I'm getting. Like if you want something so bad, you've been wishing and hoping for something, but you're not taking action towards it. It's like, well, how can it change if you're not changing and you're not putting in the effort? And sometimes, when we feel like giving up, that's when a breakthrough happens. When you don't give up on what it is that you are allotted, what you are destined to have in life. Because for somebody, it could be like a birthright. I feel like that's everybody's birthright, though. And society likes to, especially the one percenters. And we're not saying that, we looking for handouts, but there's a lot of people who are well off and they would rather watch other people in society struggle, and then they'll say, well, you need to get a job. But what if that person, first of all, if you're homeless, how you gonna get a job? Especially today. You gotta have a contact. How they gonna contact you? And you ain't got no house, no phone. Or if you're sickly and you can't afford to pay your medical bills, how you gonna get a job to pay for that? And now, you can be discriminated against because we don't have certain laws protecting us. So it's something like that too. And maybe somebody's feeling low about something. I don't know if this is like with money. If somebody's like, I will do anything at this point, I don't care no more. Whatever I have to do. This could also be somebody feeling rejected. Also, yeah. Tell me more, Spirit. And the seven. So, what is somebody doing that they know they shouldn't be doing? What is it? Somebody doing something? Didn't I just say I was getting the words espionage and that's it, espionage and clandestine? It's something like that, moving in silence. So maybe something's going to happen abruptly. I don't see the Tower card out here. Ooh, excuse me. The Tower card did not come out, but that's what I'm getting. Maybe something's going to happen abruptly, and maybe you're going to have to build something, start over. It might not be necessarily starting over, but for somebody, it could be. Or something just gets shooken up. So it's like doing something different or something like that. Now, for somebody, it could be something about manifesting money and putting your bottom lip over your top lip, or however your lips go, top lip over the bottom lip, and not saying nothing. For somebody, put the shut to the up. Yeah. Now, for somebody, if you need to ask somebody for help, don't feel ashamed to do that. Don't have pride and you need help. Now, it could be anything. We said something about mastering self, but this could be, I don't know, somebody been dealing with depression. When you deal with stuff, especially financial situations, that could take a toll on you physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. So I feel like if somebody needs to ask for help, do that. If it's possible, if there's somebody willing to help you, if you trust somebody enough to ask them for help, is what I want to say. Yeah. Now it could be something about I don't know if this is like a corporation. This could be a corporation or a business that's been taking something from somebody too. Put yourself where you go in a situation. Somebody could be taking something from somebody. I don't know if this is like a will. It could be a lot of money or something of value. Tell me more, Spirit. What message do you have for the collective? At the bottom is go to nature, take a walk, have a picnic, lay on the grass, look up at the clouds. It could be something about that too. Tell me more. Man, it's 26 minutes. Pause. Take a moment. Close your eyes. Relax your body. Just breathe slowly, deeply. All is necessary. Without darkness, there is no light. Like a lotus flower, you can grow from the mud and bloom in the dark. Tell me more. So I don't know if this is like a situation. Yeah, it could be something like that too. Again, the tower card is not out here, but it could be something like that. Like something either changing I said this in my last reading, something changing temporary, or this could be permanent. Like something's not going to be how it was. Tell me more. So maybe it's like finding new ways of doing something, or I don't know. I don't know if this is a situation that was cruel to a person. Situation, person, place, thing, environment, something that was very cruel to a person before it got better. Tell me more. Come on, cards. It ain't like how it came out, but we gonna take it because who got time? Dream it to life. See and feel what will soon be real. Take the time to visualize the experience you want to have before any situation. Tell me more. Keep going. You are on the right path. The seeds you are planting will grow. Success is guaranteed. Tell me more. I'm gonna get another one because I ain't like how that second one came out. Cleanse. Oh, so it could be something about that too. Cleansing. I don't know if this is cleansing your body as far as like a spiritual cleanse. If you don't know how to do that, you can always research it, or go to somebody who knows how to do it. It could be something about cleansing, or this is like cleansing the home. If this is like stagnant energy, sometimes when we have clutter, that can cause stagnant energy also. Tell me more. And if you believe in angels and demons and stuff like that, because everybody doesn't subscribe to that, but if you do, it's something about that too. Like, what they say, cleanliness is next to godliness, even though that's not in the Bible. But I believe, my own belief, that demons do, or low vibrational energies, I'll say, like to stick around like in dirty areas, soil areas, cluttered areas. Tell me more. And that could be anything. That demon could be depression. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be something that's actually like an entity that's bothering you. It could be some type of emotion or a habit that you're trying to get away from and it just keep coming back. Maybe it's just a story you're telling yourself. Notice what you say to yourself and others. You have the power to change the story. So it could be something about being positive too. Well, I mean, I said that in the beginning. I said hopeful and optimistic. Same thing. It's being positive. But yeah, it could be something about that too, like changing the way you think, as far as negative beliefs, thoughts, because your thoughts turn into things. At the bottom, believe in yourself, believe in your dreams. What you believe is what you will create. You can do anything. And I'm gonna get some of these playing cards. I usually start with these, but I wanted to change it up. And the seven of clubs is at the bottom. Yeah, be positive. I don't know if this is like mastering a business, um, or if you're somebody, what you put your hands to, you usually uh get fruit out of whatever you put your energy towards. It becomes very fruitful. So it could be something like that too. Unless it's somebody that's uncertain about you, or you uncertain about somebody, or something, being uncertain about something. Yeah. Tell me more. What's going on with the collective? 32, 33 minutes. I don't like how this fell out, but I'm gonna take it. Wow. Didn't we when I started this, didn't I say something about I was saying being a compassionate person. That was the affirmation. I opened my heart to a new emotional beginning. Maybe that's hard for somebody to open their heart to new, like new people coming into your life, whether this is romantic or just friends. I don't know if this has anything to do with a person's self worth, not feeling worthy, or this is like what's at the bottom of the two of clubs. This could be this could actually be. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. What was I about to say? Oh, this could actually be somebody that has a desire for love, but also for money. So maybe somebody, feels the way they do because it's like I don't want to be closed off. I don't know if this has to do with image, how somebody sees themselves. Like, no, I'm not good enough. Um, I don't really have much. Um, Physically, I don't feel like I'm, you know, uh, attractive. So it could be something about self worth, self love. Yeah. Wow, this is a lot of money right here. Yeah, it was what I just said. Like somebody might feel like, I'm not where I feel like I should be, or I'm not really content where I am right now. I don't know. Unless it's like a person that wants to I'm getting a couple of things. I don't know if somebody does write. I don't know what that writing is. We always get that all the time. It could be something about that. I don't know if somebody was betray somebody for money, or that's what they was wanting to do, to betray somebody in some type of way for money. Yeah. I don't know what that's about. Somebody could be saying 444, 444. Every time I see that, it always gives me like you're protected. I don't know if this is a conversation, maybe being open to it. I don't know. Tell me more. Ooh, I don't like how that fell out. It looked like it fell reverse. Cause I tell y'all all the time, I mark my cards. Suckers up is a high vibration, a low vibration. It looked like it wanted to come in reverse. I put it in the upright though. Definitely mastering yourself. Yeah. It could, if this is like work, it could be something about work in a service capacity. I don't know if a person, I don't know, it could be something about like if you were in a relationship. It could be something about romance, maybe try some new stuff. I don't know. It could be something about this month. What, the second that just passed? It could be something about the second. So somebody could be a Capricorn, um, Gemini, Leo, Virgo. I don't know. Tell me more. Cause somebody could feel like the passion for something is not like it used to be, is dying out. It's something like that. Tell me more. Oh, wasn't I saying something about I don't know if I said this. Letting yourself be seen. It could be something with that too. Maybe somebody wasn't feeling as attractive, or it could be something about if this is not you, it could be somebody outside of yourself. I don't know if somebody's like an attention whore. Excuse my language, because I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. Especially me. Anybody else probably could, but not me. But it could be something about that. And I'm gonna say it again. Somebody could be an attention whore, or was dealing with somebody like that. Like they just gotta be the center of attention. Or this could also be you, where when people start to feel like they know something about you, maybe I don't know, somebody could be like a chameleon, so people can't really never figure you out. or it's like they really don't know much about you like they think they do. Cause somebody could shapeshift. It could be something like that too, shapeshifting. I don't know. I feel like your spirit guides, your higher self, your higher source is saying remain grounded, and it could be something about nurturing through the body, whatever that is for you. If that's food, eating good food, taking care of your body, if this is like exercising, um, it could even be self worth. It could be self worth. I'm also getting something else. This could also be like not chasing, especially if it's something that you want in your life. You don't have to chase, especially if you're a feminine energy. Usually, masculine energies usually like to be the ones who do the chasing. So it could be something like that too. Like you don't have to be the center of attention, or you don't have to get somebody's attention. Even if you're not saying anything, if you're just checking up on somebody every day to see how they doing, but they ain't thinking about you. Let them live their best life and go on about your day, your life. It's something like that too. Tell me more. Be patient. Tell me more, spirit. Oh, somebody's an empress. There's three queens out here: Queen of Spades, Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Hearts. The only queen I don't see is the Queen of Clubs. Somebody's an empress. That's what I'm getting. I'm sticking to it. Somebody's an empress. So this is like creativity. If none of the stuff I said applies to you, it don't resonate. This could just be something with somebody's creativity. Then this is going back to when I said something about cleansing, or maybe this is like reorganizing, rearranging some stuff, maybe to get the energy flowing. I don't know. Maybe somebody could look into doing yoga, or what is it called? Feng shui, however you pronounce it. It could be something like that too. Like learning the different directions of your home and how energy flows. I feel like definitely honor how you feel though, you know? Definitely honor how you feel. I don't know if it's something about modesty too. Cause you can have a lot of sexual energy around you. I don't feel like it's nothing that you're doing. You could just be very sensual. And the energy is just around you. It's nothing that you're doing. So, if you are somebody who's very conscious about how people see you, I don't know, maybe that's something to think about. If you don't like attention, maybe you don't wear tight clothes. I mean, it's not wrong with it. I don't think nothing wrong with it. But I'm just saying, if that's something that bothers you, like if you're full figured and you don't really like the attention, then be mindful of that, Or if you don't like how guys are, how they come at you, and this is going back to like wanting to be the center of attention. It's like, well, I'm giving you what you're looking for. Like, don't feed into it. Tell me more, spirit. I hope I make sense because I'm rambling. Tell me more. I am. Yeah, because you could actually be somebody that people likes to be around. They want to touch. Or this is somebody that's in your energy. Somebody could be like that, like a person that people likes to be around. People just want to touch. And I'm not saying like in a sexual way. It's given like how like a celebrity would be. When a celebrity walks out on the red carpet, people just want to touch them and get like an autograph or something. And it's just an example, but it's the energy that I'm getting. Somebody could be have that type of energy that people just like to be around. They like to touch, and I don't feel like it's necessarily in a sexual way. Tell me more. No, it could be somebody outside of yourself. Oh wow, it's a match out here. Somebody, it could be somebody outside of yourself. If they're not a young person, like uh younger than you, doesn't have to be a young person. It could be somebody that's just single right now. But what I was gonna say is maybe somebody likes to have a good time. They like to laugh, joke. It's something about that. Somebody also could be a singer. And we're not just speaking about that. Didn't I just say something like that, like as an example? I did. Like somebody was an artist, and then people like to touch them. Somebody actually could be a singer, whether this is professional or not. A comedian or somebody just very creative. They have mastery over their creative abilities, something like that. Now, be mindful if there is somebody around you who is a liar, because it's out here. I can't ignore it. Be mindful of that. But I'm seeing somebody that's very considerate also. So I'm also getting like somebody watching somebody, or I don't know. It doesn't have to be creepy unless it's somebody. It could be multiple people. It could be a lot of people, and certain people. It could be a certain particular energy that's projection. Projecting energy on people, how they feel about themselves onto other people. There could be somebody else around you who, like I said, likes to laugh, likes to have fun, very jovial spirit. Lighthearted. And then there's somebody else around you who's very considerate. But I feel like this Jack of Clubs and King of Hearts, Jack of Clubs, King of Hearts is the same person. Is what I'm getting. I feel like it's the same person. And they could be watching an Empress, and it's like, I don't know. Either way it go, either they feel this way about you, or y'all both had the same type of qualities, and somebody could feel like you can't get nothing past them. It could be anything, if you're feeling insecure, if you're not feeling good about yourself. That's something that you probably can't get past this person. Because they could tell, because they pay attention. It's something like that. I'm over it. Because I'm rambling. Tell me more, Spirit. I'm going to do another spread real quick. Tell me more messages for the collective. I don't know how this fell out. It's something about your creativity, too. I'm hearing the one for something. So I don't know if this is like waiting for the right time to take action on something. If this is like creative, obviously that's not gonna be for everybody. Now I said it could be a masculine energy that's been watching somebody. Maybe they have been. It's something about taking action. Somebody could be coming towards somebody. I be trying to stay away from saying this because I can't see this. Like whoever story this is. And you know what? For me, I don't do a lot. I'll be in the house all the time. So even though the energy's there, I don't really do nothing. So I ain't gonna see it. But for somebody, it's something like that, like really attractive energy coming towards somebody. Yeah. Now this could just be somebody that's at the top of their field. Yeah, the emperor right here. This is somebody that's at the top of their field, very successful at something. It's something like that. Hmm. So I don't know if it's something about pushing back. If it's you pushing back, or somebody push back on you. If somebody was a bully, I don't know. Don't have to be though. Emperor at the bottom and the Ace of Spades. I'm trying not to say certain stuff. I don't feel like that's what this is. I know ain't nobody lying on somebody and say a person S8 them. I don't even want to say S8. RAPE. Did somebody say that about somebody? Did somebody RAPE them? Unless that happened. I don't know. That ain't gonna be for everybody. Tell me more. This gossip about something. I don't know if somebody's saying somebody like is rough around the edges or I don't know. Tell me more. Or yeah, I'm gonna stick to it. It's something like that. It could be gossip. Not saying somebody could be coming towards somebody. Somebody might want to say something. I don't know what it is. If this is like telling somebody. I said something about news earlier. I don't know if this is like speaking some type of truth to a person, being honest about something. I don't know. I don't really feel like this is a person ghosting somebody. I don't feel like that's what this is. Unless somebody has information and they're gonna defend somebody with some type of information that they have. It could be something like that. Like if you had a case and you had a legal defense, somebody that's willing to fight for you, or something being enforced. What's at the bottom again? I really feel like this is somebody telling the truth about something. That's what I feel like it is. Yeah. Tell me more, Spirit. Damn, it's 52 minutes. Oh, didn't I just say something like legal defense? I don't know. Do somebody got a case? Or this is a, unless this is a fight or something. This could even be like a debate. Unless somebody cussing somebody out. Oh, I know that ain't what this is. Like somebody like, I can't wait to see such and such. I'm gonna cuss them out. I don't know. Or get them a piece of my mind or something. Uh-uh. I'm seeing somebody be blunt and direct with somebody. Cause somebody could be upset with somebody right now or upset about something. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess somebody go to like a reader or something. I don't know. The chariot. Yeah, I said something earlier about I said a bunch of stuff. I said having two choices, but also, withdrawing from distractions so you can contemplate, how you want to take action. You come to a decision on how you want to take action on something. Definitely contemplating, contemplating on your future path and deciding what's right for you and then taking action on it is what I'm getting. Definitely forward movement, knowing that you're good enough, that you are making good progress. Yeah. Tell me more, Spirit. Unless somebody is like in the law or something, somebody works for the law. It could be something like that too. I seen the page of swords at the bottom after the chariot came out. Don't have to be though, because I said it could be somebody watching you too. And this don't have to be romantic. It could be a friend, but for somebody it could be. We did start off saying that somebody checks all the boxes. So I don't know if this is like a person that says You look like you be somebody that I could really be cool with. We share something in common, and we're gonna decide to build a long-lasting alliance, and be on good terms with one another. It's something like that. Now, for other people, this actually could be like, I don't know, unless somebody been thinking about somebody been thinking about sex. I try not to say it. It could be something like that. Take it how it resonate. That ain't gonna be for everybody. It could be something like that too. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I feel like that's the type of. I don't know if this is a connection that somebody's already in, though. It could be. This could be something that somebody's already in. Now, for some people, this don't have to be romantic. This could be any type of dynamic. 'Cause we also started off saying that somebody's a very loyal person. They do anything for anybody. Maybe somebody had to learn how to prioritize their self. In the midst of everything. Like, yeah, I'm gonna give what I can. I'll be there for you. I'll go to war for you. But at some point, I have to also pour into myself. So somebody could also have been doing that. That's what I'm getting. Tell me more. And then we say somebody's very responsible with what they have. There's something with that too. Now I don't know. Dang, and I keep seeing matches. Before I got this last card, the King of Pentacles was at the bottom. And then I shuffled and the Page of Wands came out. And now it's the Queen of Pentacles out here. And the Two of Cups is out here. King of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, King of Hearts is out here. I mean, for somebody, this could be, a friendship, a partnership, whatever that partnership is for somebody. Tell me more. Oh, and then was this song he said, you want to have sex or do you want to make love? Didn't I just say something like that? That's why I like listening to music. I don't know if somebody's in regret about something. I don't know if somebody feel like they can't move forward from a situation if they don't have closure. Like if I don't get closure, I don't know if I can move on. But I don't know if that's I don't know. I don't know if somebody's gonna get that. Cause I don't know when a situation gets serious, somebody runs away. They don't take accountability. Yeah. Now, what I'm also getting is that somebody could just be very experienced. You can have a lot of different experiences. Like if this is work, maybe you've done plenty of different jobs, so you have different experiences. Somebody could also feel like or be thinking to themselves, yeah, I got the experience or the skill, but I don't feel ready. That could be on somebody's mind. I feel like I have the skill, the knowledge, experience, but I don't feel ready. This could be something about having fun too. Didn't I say that earlier? Like somebody likes to have fun. It's something like that. But I feel like maybe somebody hasn't been having enjoying themselves. It could be something like that too. Somebody has not been enjoying themselves. It's something like that. Tell me more, spirit. I'm mad these cards coming out like this. The moon card, it looked like it was reversed. I put it in the upright, and the ten of swords is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, some type of door closing. What's done is done. You know. So maybe somebody has, the facts. This was somebody thinking in their head though, like I don't know if I can move on if I don't have the closure. But I feel like what's going to change is that somebody is going to, they're going to see something for what it is. This is what I'm getting. So you can move forward. Now, somebody could have just been going through a dark night of the soul. Look it up. Somebody could have been just going through a dark night of the soul. And now they're coming out of it. I don't know if this was like depression or somebody was very pensive, always in deep, serious thought. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, because somebody could have had a lot on their mind or has a lot on their mind. And the seven, oh my God, the seven of swords is out here twice. It's the last card in both spreads. The first spread I did, the seven of swords was the last card. This last spread that I just did, the seven of swords is the last card. So it could be something about, let go of a negative mindset, negative thinking. It's something like that. And the two of swords. Be mindful of fake people, false people, charlatans. Be mindful of that. Somebody who appears one way, but then there's something else. It's something like that. Unless this is like the answers that somebody been looking for or inside of you already, or the question that you're asking. Damn, the answer could be in that question. It's something like that. It could be somebody sneaky around somebody that I don't know. Somebody lied on somebody, lying on somebody, or this is somebody spying. Somebody could be spying on somebody. It's something like that. Tell me more, Spirit. I'm gonna get two Oracle cards and then we're gonna call it. Tell me more. Ivory wish fulfilling crow. So I also want to say get out of your own way, is what I want to say. Because I do feel like somebody is, it's something about the mindset, how you think. But it's something about being direct also. Um, Being outspoken. Tell me more. I don't know if this is like saying what it is that you want. Take it how it resonate, because this could be at a job. I don't know, or if this is like connections. Be up front, direct with what it is that you want out of a situation. Understanding or what you're willing to tolerate. I don't know. Blessing. Oh no, belonging. Let me read this, and then I'm gonna read Ivory, Wish, Fulfilling Crow. That's interesting that Blessing was at the bottom of that deck, though. And Ivory Wish Fulfilling Crow is out here. That's a blessing. Some type of blessing being bestowed on somebody. But I feel like it's coming from the spirit realm. Anyway, it was something I was about to say. I don't know. Somebody could be seeing. I said 444, 77, 111. I don't know. Belonging. Learn to find security from within. In this card, Ganesha, I think I'm saying his name right, uses the mouse as his vehicle, which signifies his triumph over the ego. In Hindu mythology, the mouse symbolizes the ego, for the ego can eat away at all the good, that all that is good and decent in a person. Belonging seeks to solve the predicament of the ego's own perceived separation. Since the ego has no conscious memory of its connections to others and to source, you experience a need to get out of seclusion by bonding with the people around you. These people can be your family, peer groups, or your community. The ego is neither good nor bad, but simply a necessary part of you in existence. The ego can manifest inclinations that are either more positive or more negative in nature. There are many positive aspects to belonging. You develop your ability to love, connect, bond, share, and care for others. You see yourself more clearly through the mirror of relationships. It is important in belonging that you not try to seek approval through others. Through this card, Ganesha is here to help you focus on the positive feelings from being a part of a community. Learn to trust, ask for help, and rely on others. Pretty much what I was saying. Minus the rambling. Uh, Ivory wish fulfilling crow. You can have what you truly want. Such knowledge helps soften and release fear, grasping, control, and doubt. Have confidence that the universe hears your prayers and is even now leading you into that which you seek. You can take sanctuary within your spiritual connection whenever you need stabilization and protection against the fluctuations of the external world. No matter what is happening around you, you, there is a way through to the fulfillment of your potential. I'm going to read some more. I'm a scam. You know what? I'm going to read it all. Busunda is the mysterious Hindu sage that assumes the form of a crow and lives atop the magical wish fulfilling tree, thriving whether there be feast or famine in the world. As a highly evolved supernatural being, he has outlived the ending of numerous world ages. No calamity or cataclysm can shake the powerful divine tree or the creatures who live within its shelter. The sacred tree is a place of sanctuary and protection, where no harm can befall any of its inhabitants. The wish fulfilling tree is a spiritual symbol for the soul, the heart, and the divine. Damn, I can't even say his word. Bodhisattvas, look, or enlightened sages who guide and protect humanity. It represents a high level of consciousness, which is abundant and in harmony with the universe, and therefore blissful, free, and generous. This oracle reminds you that you align with spirit. You are aligning with the powerful field of grace, which has a protective and strengthening qualities. It is a spiritual tonic with effect in all dimensions, in all realms of existence. The price for such sacred empowerment is the surrender of one's ego. This is a lifelong journey for most of us, rather than a one time event. When we recondition our mind in the ways of spirit again and again, we disentangle our hearts from societal conditioning based in fear, dominance, greed, victimization of getting one's personal desires met at any cost. We recognize there's a profound difference between taking and receiving. We trust in what is destined for us. Stories abound in the Hindu tradition of various wish fulfilling manifestations, from goddesses to trees to cows to gems. When someone sought to possess the wish fulfilling treasure for their own personal use, they will always be thwarted by the higher spiritual intelligence of love, which cannot be controlled or manipulated, but remains as it is. Pure and generous giving. pure and generously giving all that is needed to receive to the receptive heart. Ivory is an organic material like bone, which makes up the tusk and teeth of numerous animals of land and sea. Tusks are used to brush away vegetation and obstacles to help an animal move through its environment. Therefore, one metaphysical correspondence of ivory is the ability to move through even inhospitable environments successfully. The message of the ivory wish fulfilling crow is that one does not have to dominate or manipulate others to attain success. It is enough to align with spirit and trust that your sacred inner work is sufficient to attract whatever is needed to manifest your higher purpose. You can attain what you seek by becoming and radiating rather than rather than rather than through contriving or manipulating. Usanda teaches that when the cosmic fire of transformation becomes too intense, we can focus upon the sacred waters. When the winds of change blow ferociously, we focus upon the mountain. When the waters become such that we fear becoming submerged, it is best to focus upon the movement of the air. He is describing the way of responsiveness and balance. You can recognize what is happening and adjust yourselves to suit the winds rather than trying to change the ways of nature. This oracle guides you to trust that you will reach your destination even when there are forces beyond your control. You don't need to be more powerful than the oppressive forces to overcome them. In connection with your heart temple of spirit, you will be empowered to proceed on your path with abundance, wisdom, and joy. My goodness, y'all, I'm ready to end it. That has been the message. I hope I've given you clarity on what you already know. And I will see you all in the next one.